Okay.
Communication.
2, 1.
Are we live? I guess so. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you live.
Yeah, cool.
Seriously.
Hey, I'm lylatr, also known as lylatr. I'm gonna be speedrunning Star Fox 64 100%, which is, a bit of a meme category. This is kind of an auto scroller, so, if anybody at any point has any questions about this run, just feel free to ask in chat. A lot of it's pretty self-explanatory. This is actually a New Game Plus run, because we have to do this on expert mode, just based off the qualifications of the run. And you unlock expert mode by playing through the entire game on normal mode. So yeah, we can skip cutscenes. It's cool. Timing is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, as I said, Star Fox 64 is kind of an auto-scroller game, somewhat. It's actually a rail shooter. You can speed it up very slightly by doing what we like to call half boosting. So we're using about half of our boost meter here in order to get optimal boosting, because every time you do a frame perfect boost, which is very slightly over half of your boost meter, you actually squeeze an extra 2 frames out of your boost, and you save a frame every time you do that. So we're doing frame perfect inputs every 1.2 seconds for the entire run in order to try and optimize the living hell out of an auto scroller that I don't know. There's really not that much to it, to be honest. It's kind of one of those, like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You'll also notice I'm trying to get like a ton of points, keep going into first person, stuff like that. So the main qualification for 100% is that you have to get all 15 score medals in this game on expert mode. So in order to get a score medal, you have to reach a certain score threshold. It's usually 150 points. Sometimes it's not. It's anywhere between 50 and 300. Oddly enough, it's usually like the less points you have, the harder the stage is. Not like the opposite way around like you'd expect. This is Corneria, first level of the game that we're going to be doing 3 times, because this game has a branching path system. We have to reset the console twice. And the score that we need is 150 points. The main thing that we're going to be doing during this run, in order to save time, aside from the half boosting, is we're going to be doing a lot of lag reduction. So you'll see me a lot of times go in and out of first person like that, or like try and swag it like that. I don't know, I just learned that today because I'm bad. We're gonna be, I don't know, just like going off into corners, shooting certain enemies to reduce lag, getting rid of explosions and whatnot. So yeah, it's really not too bad on the surface, but optimizing this run is like stupid hard. This is like a really, really hard run, and the fact that people can even finish it is pretty impressive. So this is the first boss. He's dead. That's pretty much all there is to it. I lined myself up with the tree to shoot his leg, and then he's dead. He's a pushover. He takes 8 shots. Like, imagine being shot 8 times and how much that would hurt. But imagine dying from that. Like, what a pansy. So yeah, that's Corneria. We're gonna be seeing it 3 times. It is different every time, so it's like, it's only kinda really boring. Only kinda. I also got bad cutscene RNG, because, what auto-scroller game wouldn't be, like, fulfilled without cutscene RNG? And Corneria is the only stage that actually has that. It's based off of where you fly after the cutscene, well, after the boss explodes. It's where the sun is. So this is one of those, like, real Degen games where the sun actually loses you time, so you just want to, like, stay indoors and, behind the clouds or whatever. So coming up is Medio. Medio is going to be the worst 5 minutes of our life. This run starts off, like, really brutally slow and then picks up, like, immediately. So don't worry, the whole run isn't going to be like that. So at the very end of Medio, we need to have 9 bombs and 2 gold rings as, like, an absolute must. The rest of what we have doesn't really matter too much. Actually, sorry, the laser upgrade does matter. I guess I could talk about lasers, too, in this game. So you get 2 laser upgrades, you get blue lasers. Since I'm playing on expert mode, the main difficulty that this game has is that if you touch, like, anything with your wings at all, even the slightest bit, your wings are dead. And if your wings are dead, you don't fly straight and you lose all your laser upgrades, which is kind of super shitty. So So yeah, like, you lose a ton of time if you do that. You can lose, like, up to 5 minutes in this level if you lose your wings, like, right towards the end, because there's no recovering them. Basically, as of this point, there's no recovering your wings. And yeah, like, if you lose your wings at really inopportune spots, then you get really, really screwed over. So this is probably the worst spot in the run to lose your wings. The second worst being right at the end, which seems to happen on about 99% of world record pace runs. So yeah, it sucks, but you know what? Whatever. It just kind of happens. And yo, thanks for the good luck, Drazzle. Much appreciated. And yeah, thanks for the eats pubes. If anybody doesn't know, I eat pubes. That's kind of a thing. Do a barrel roll. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll shoot Peppy instead. Very slightly, but we'll shoot him instead. So, Meteo, yeah, as I said, kind of a boring stage. As you can tell, there's, like, nothing happening. Absolutely nothing. We need to get 200 points in this, and it does have a warp, which is helpful. It actually saves about 20 seconds every time we can get through that warp. It's not like a run ender if we miss it, but we have to go through it at least once because just due to the branching path system in this game, the only way to get to Katina from Meteo, which is the next stage we're going to be playing after that, well, after this one, is to take the warp. It's going to be coming up in a little bit, so you'll kind of see it when it comes. Righto, if you're here, we're going to save our good old pal, Slippy. Slippy is objectively the best wingmate, by the way. Anybody who says otherwise is completely wrong and deserves to die in a fire or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a little harsh, but you know, Slippy's my waifu, and yeah. So this is the warp section. While we're doing this, we're going to be doing charge shots on these enemies, on these groups of enemies here, in order to get as many points as we can. I don't know, that's pretty much it. We have to go through the 7 warp panels, and then we enter this warp thing. If you miss the warp, if you go through 6 out of the 7 panels, you actually end up still skipping the second half of the stage because you go so fast, the game's just kind of like, well, you know what, you went through like most of the warps, so like whatever. But that's still pretty bad because we do have to fight the boss, and the boss is like, sit there and wait. It's pretty much the entire boss fight, which kind of sucks. So yeah, there we go. We got our 9 bombs. Something I did there was I barrel rolled to extend my hitbox. So actually on expert mode, barrel rolling is actually more of a hindrance than a benefit. You do dodge shots, but like if I barrel roll near an object, it actually extends my hitbox outwards in every direction. And it can cause me to lose my wings, and it's bad. So, like, don't ever barrel roll. Unless you're doing, like, swag, something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, this is pretty much the end of the stage. As I said, we need 200 points to get the medal. This is actually the easiest stage in the run. I went into first person at the end there because that slightly extends your hitbox outwards. And I need to not split. Not split. Don't split. Don't ever split when you have one split. Also, because it's going to shout some nonsense at me if I do. That saw. Yo. So, that swag. Nice meme. So coming up is Katina. Katina's the hardest stage in the run for sure. Actually, we're going to be doing like 3 out of the 4 hardest stages in the run in the next 4 stages. It's like really brutal. So first of all, as we enter the stage, we're going to toss a bomb at the center there, which is something that we haven't really done much yet, tossing bombs around. Once we get 10 points, there's this mothership that's going to spawn. And then after that, there's a cutscene that's going to play, and a bunch of enemies are going to fly around. And this is basically like a giant dogfight stage. It's horrible to do in runs because, as I said before, if you're on expert mode and you so much as like graze the slightest thing with your wings, they're gone, and you lose your wings and your laser upgrades, and it's just crappy. So I like to play a little game, and it's basically like The Price is Right. So our little game is guess when I'm gonna lose my wings. So a reasonable guess is anywhere between 150, which is the medal score, and the current score, which is 16. So taking all bets, taking all bets. When am I going to get completely screwed? But yeah, the main goal of the stage is to go and fly around like a crazy person. The price is rice. Yes. What is the price of rice? I'm not honestly sure. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to cook rice. I am okay, it was 18. That's fucking cool. So, yeah, we immediately got screwed. Normally you would just kind of fly around and try and shoot enemies with your lasers. That's absolutely the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Which is, you know, it's pretty typical. Because this stage is kind of a dick. So, yeah, basically now I just have to, like, fly around and shoot charge shots all over the place. Apparently shoot a bomb directly at some random enemy and loot, because I don't know why not. And I have to destroy all of these hatches here. And once I do that, the stage is gonna, well, this mothership is gonna spawn a core. And once I kill the core, the stage is just done. Hey, I got a hit +3, that's pretty good. It's pretty rare that you're ever gonna get anything over a hit +2, and even getting a hit +2 is like, it's not common. It happens for sure, but it's not common. Because, you know, as I said, this stage is kind of a dick. But yeah, we're just gonna try and keep these hatches alive, but we're gonna try and damage them a little bit as well. And shoot bombs in areas where there's lots of enemies. And yeah, I don't know, there's like not really a lot to like explain for this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Got totally cucked. Wait, did you guess it right? You guessed 17? You're one off. I can't believe that. Dude, what a dick game. What the hell? That was a really good bomb. Usually with your bombs, you'll get like anywhere between like, I don't know, like fucking nothing and like 8. 8 is like decent. Actually, 8's like pretty good with the bomb. And I don't know, you just kind of get screwed like 95% of the time. And a lot of the time you'll lock on to like enemies that are flying in the opposite direction of you. I would shoot lasers, but these guys take like multiple laser shots to take out, so it's really not worth it. I'm gonna get this group here and then lose my wings, apparently. That's cool. By the way, my wings get repaired in the next stage, or I could just get screwed even more. That's cool. So once I have 132 points, I actually have enough that I can finish the stage, or I can die. I'm very glad I picked up a second gold ring. That's like a marathon safety strat. Like, it's not really required, but it kind of is to say it, well, at the same time. So we're going to take out that last hatch. We're going to wait there, throw a bomb at where the core is going to spawn, and then it gets destroyed immediately. And then the stage is done, and I got totally screwed by RNG. And now, like, my run's dead, which is cool. My run's not actually dead. I could still PB. By the way, world record in this category is like 1:18:09, which is like a really bad run. Is it 1:18? I don't even know what my PB is. God, what the hell? Close one? Oh man, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
You too, Bill.
Thanks, RNG. Yeah, I agree. We can't have PBs. I mean, you're not wrong. Wouldn't that make it like... Wouldn't that make the degeneracy even stronger if you PB'd in a marathon, though? Because, like, you were useless enough that you didn't PB for, like, several months. Like, I don't know, how long ago did I get this PB? It was, like, a couple months ago. And, yeah, like, I don't know. What's the worst thing that can happen in this run? Someone dies. So, what can happen is... A big thing is you have to keep your wingmates alive for pretty much every stage. I say pretty much for a reason. You'll see that in a little bit. If I enter a stage... actually, if I entered Katina with this stage specifically, where I believe it's Peppy has less than about 40% of his total health, I've soft locked the run and I can't complete it because in order to get the score medal, you have to have all your wingmates alive. And if Peppy has less than about 40% of his health, then he can't survive this stage. So that's bad, and you don't want to do that. So I'm getting totally screwed by RNG here. I do need bomb drops. I need hopefully 2 bomb drops. I'm getting kind of screwed by these random rocks that are flying around too. But I'm going to pick up health here, unfortunately, because of rock RNG. There's a bunch of rocks earlier on that could have spawned but didn't. I despawned them for, you know, question mark reason. It just kind of seems to be random as to whether or not they'll actually show up. What causes them to despawn? I don't know. It's pretty much anyone's guess. Also, cool loop. So that's loop number 1. I was gonna say, like, for every time I loop, I'll do something, but there's really nothing I can do. I was gonna say, like, take a shot, but I've been told getting drunk is, like, really drunk is kind of frowned upon. And plus I have to work at, like, 6 a.m. tomorrow, so that's kind of shitty.
Location confirmed. Sending supply.
Yay, I got another bomb. Holy shit, these bomb drops, dude. This is ridiculous. Why can't I get good RNG on, like, other runs? So we're going to stick really, really low to the lava here because I want to die because I hate myself. And then we're going to throw a bomb at the lava there. And then hopefully get enough points. Oh, that was a little close. We need 100 points in this level, by the way. And we get 11 from this boss. So I have to shoot really slow at the start of this fight because when you shoot too fast, the game will just, like, completely drop your A input, and it'll drop your laser, and your laser will go, like, right through the boss, and it's kind of bad. So yeah, shooting slower is actually, like, way better for this boss, and it's, like, specifically that boss. Every other boss is, like, whatever. Getting really drunk is the fun part. Yeah, but, like, I have to, like, leave to go get alcohol. Like, it's like a 15-second walk away, but, like, I have to just, like, not say words for, like, 15 seconds. Don't split. There we go. I think that would have been a gold, actually. That was a pretty good solar. Solar is one of the harder... Solar is probably, like, the second hardest auto-scroller-esque stage next to Area 6, which is the second last stage of the run.
You are so lucky, Fox.
Duchy raids, alright. Them haters only frown upon you because they couldn't experience this level of fun. There's no, like, haters. Like, I would love to just sit here and get hammered this entire run, but, like, I probably could. Oh yeah, totally. Post my address for sure. Yeah, my address is 1228 Nicholas Street, Vancouver, British Columbia. Postcode V6. I don't fucking remember the postal code. Something like that. But yeah, someone bring me alcohol. So yeah, this stage is a little bit weird. So there's a... I don't know if I want to say a skip. It's not really a skip in this level, but it kind of is at the same time. It's really hard to describe. So basically, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get 100 and... I think it's 128 points before the checkpoint. And if I do that, I can do a version of this level that's actually about 20 seconds faster. So there's two different ways of fighting this boss. There's one where you hit a bunch of switches and watch this really long cutscene where it basically drives him into the side of like some supply depot, which is kind of cool. Or there's the other version, which you just kill the boss. The one where you watch the really long cutscene is about 20 seconds slower, and it gives you a hit plus 50 at the end. We need 150 points in this stage, so it's very helpful for points. But at the same time, like, points aren't like very... They're not like hard to come by. They're not like easy to come by either, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. But yeah, I don't know. They're like it's not too bad if I can't get that number of points. I went so fast, like I can't kill the train. That feel when you go too fast. Oh, dude, you didn't PB? Damn. Yo, your game looked lit. I tuned in for a bit, and I was watching, like, Chucky get abducted by some swan. I don't know, like, what was happening. I had to have the stream muted. Can you, like, explain that? Like, was he being abducted, or was that just kind of, like, whatever? Okay, so we very slightly don't have enough points. We can squeeze out enough points to do this skip. It'll all be good. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Watch me, like, screw this up, too, and, like, miss the medal. And, fail the run. By the way, if you fail this run, like, if I fail this run, I'm just gonna keep going. My estimate isn't long enough that, like, if I don't get 100%, I can just go back and get whatever it is I need to get. Because I'm an idiot and made my estimate, like, 5 minutes lower than I should have. Which, I mean, like, not a big deal if I go, like, probably, like, 5 seconds over estimate, but still, it's the principle thing. I can't look bad. Okay, so I need 2 extra points, I think. Yeah, 2 extra points, which shouldn't be too bad to get. I can get that, like, after the boss dies, because, you know, cutscene doesn't start immediately. So this boss has 2 different sections that we have to shoot. He's kind of hard to hit because he's moving around all over the place. He's going to try and, like, jaw me. I don't know, some kind of, like, jaw job. I know this dude, like, really wants to, like, suck me off, but, like, I'm a tank, so it's a little bit hard.
Well, at least we can take this boss out.
Trying to get Grandpa's teeth back, and the goose steals them and Chucky. Yo, Chucky is useless. God damn it. Why do I always want to call him Charlie? Okay, so right here, Peppy, who is also useless, is just gonna get caught by a bunch of enemies. Oh no. Hit that guy in the background, please. There we go. Oh my god, that was way too close. Way too close, dude. Oh, that was ridiculous. That was a really good split time, too. Holy crap.
I'm fine.
So you have to hunt him down.
I've taken a few hits,
Nice.
but I'm okay.
Nice. Cock.
You worry about your own hide.
Whoa. Oh yeah, and that's the Gwa thing. The boss like screams Gwa when he dies. It's just kind of like a weird thing. I didn't even mention that. So because he screams Gwa, and we're actually skipping the skip in the fight, I like to call that the Gwa anti-skip. And because of that, we actually have to reroute the entire category, because in order to do that, to save those 20 seconds, normally Macbeth would be the third from the last stage that you play in the game. And then you would go to Area 6, which is the other Stage 6, and then after that, just beat the game. But because when you do that, it forces you to go to the blue line stage, which is like the easy stage, which is this stage, which is not easy. This is like the second hardest stage in the run. You have to reroute the whole category, just because of that. Just because of the path difference for saving like 20 seconds. But I think overall it's just as like difficult / easy. That one stage is a little bit harder, but it's not too big of a deal. So here in Bulls, like, don't blink, because there's like a bunch of shit that's gonna go down at the same time. So once we got 29 points, Starwolf is gonna spawn. They're gonna spawn in this corner here, so we're just gonna like lay a bunch of bombs on top of them and hope that some of them die. Hopefully. I have to kill 3 members of Starwolf, and I got 1, which is cool. Whoever that is over there, please die. Thank you. And I also have to take out all 8 nodes on this core at the same time. So this can be pretty difficult because you're trying to like multitask this, and Peppy's way over here getting chased. Yeah, your father held me like that too, he says. It's a little bit strange, but alright. I mean, nice stories about my dad, but yeah. And yeah, stage is done. We are counting on you. What are you counting on me for? I call him Chucky. I guess his name would technically be Charles, wouldn't it? Chucky, Charles, Chuck, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that was a pretty decent boss. Slippy's just gonna like every time get caught by a bunch of stuff. I got a lot of points in that. What the hell? I must have killed the 4th member of Star Wolf accidentally.
Venom, here we come.
When can we start blinking? You're fine. Don't worry. It's a pretty quick stage, but yeah. Oh shit, my console crashed. God damn it. So I guess we have to like start the run over from the start. Can we restart the timer? Let's don't actually restart the timer. It's all good. So yeah, because this game has a bunch of branching paths, we actually have to play through the game 3 times, as I mentioned before, which means we have to play through Corneria 3 times. Please tell me they didn't restart the timer. I really hope they didn't. So because we've already played this stage, bye Slippy. It's all good. That is a bird that looks very angry, and I'm sorry, I should not have said words. So yeah, my favorite thing is you get to kill Peppy, which is something I screwed up. Okay, they didn't. Okay, good. You got a boogie on your tail. Yo, Boogie2988 is following me. All over. Like, not on Twitch. Like, he's following me in the game. That's cool. I must be moving pretty slow, because he's a pretty big guy. But yeah, pretty much in Corneria 2, we're going to be playing Medio again after this. Don't worry, we only have to play Medio twice. We only have to play the really long and boring stage 2 times, which is great. Because we've already gotten the medal on both of those stages, which is, again, is the main requirement of this, we just have to get all the medals. We can just kill all our wingmates because we don't need them to be around. They're of no use to me anymore, so they can just sit there and die. And then I'm honestly okay with this. It's honestly fine with me if Peppy dies, especially. Yo, I like that bag. I'm actually trying to learn, I'm trying to learn DK64 101% right now for the Rareware 301. If you haven't heard of that race, you guys should check it out. It's there's going to be people who are way better than me competing, and it's going to be a good time. So yeah, once again, this boss, he's a cool guy. I would hang out with him at, like, specifically at Burger King, and I don't know why. Yeah, I did a run yesterday. Only slightly under 9 hours. No big deal. Yo, who's got a snow day? Yo, I want a snow day.
Slippy ship is in for repairs.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I want a snow month.
Is in for repairs.
Where I live is, like, in the middle of a mountain range, and it has not snowed at all, which sucks. Because the one thing you do during winter in Canada is you ski. And if it hasn't snowed, you can't ski. So it's just, like, cold, and it sucks. I love the snow. Oh, I love it, Dick! Is that what the kids are saying now? That N64 slowdown. Yeah, that's actually relevant. So I'm actually playing, I'm not playing Star Fox 64 right now. I'm actually playing Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000, which is the dirt biking ROM hack, where you ride ships in space with furries. And yeah, it's very slightly faster than the other ROM hack, which is Madden 2001, where you are a football player who is riding in a spaceship and has suddenly turned into a furry for no particular reason. And also never speaks of football for any reason. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm legit playing this on a cart of Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000. Like, I will put a picture on my Twitter after this run, which is at lylat_r, hashtag shameless plug. Don't follow me. 90% of my tweets are about taking a shit, so. Snow there keeps melting? Yo, where do you live? Can you give me your address? Hang out, play some Jeremy McGrath Supercross. Yeah, I hate it when I turn into a furry for no particular reason, too. Bombs are touchdown, barrel rolls are field goals, someone keeps score. Yo, that's what the score counter is in the corner for. See? I'm, there. It's, 1 barrel roll point. 2 barrel roll points. There you go. It's a cool time. What a time to be alive. Where you can play football in space for no particular reason. I have this stupid smirk on my face this whole time. I put on sunglasses and everything started getting more fun all of a sudden. Smoke weed every day. Yeah, I was honestly thinking of making like a Discord channel in my server. Canada. You live in Canada? I live in Canada. Where do you live in Canada? Do you live in Calgary? Because, like, my mom lives in Calgary, and, the snow keeps melting there. I visited there over the Remembrance Day long weekend. God, I sound so fucking Canadian right now. Yeah, I visited there over Remembrance Day, and there was snow, and then apparently, like, a week later it was gone, which is cool. So, once again, we're going to take the warp, because it's faster. If I miss it, it's about a 20-second time loss, and it's not a huge deal. I'm honestly a little tempted to take it, so you can see, like... You know what? You know what? It's a marathon. It's a marathon. Screw it. Why not? I'm being such a piece of garbage that I literally just took a slower route just to show you a boss fight. Alright, so let's count how many times I can loop during this fight. Alright, so there's 1. There's 2. Wait, we met at SGDQ? When did this happen? There's 3. Oh, I just lost my wings. Okay, well that was a huge mistake. Let's keep looping, cause why not? Yeah, dude, Busker, don't steal my line. Okay, we're up to 5 loops in this boss fight now. Okay, so yeah, we actually still got the cycle skip. So what you can do there is you can shoot behind the jewel on the boss there. That seems like something I would say.
If this does not work,
Yeah, so you got to take out those 2 jewel things there. How many loops did I get? I wasn't paying attention. There's a lot.
but I'm in a hurry.
I can't believe I lost to his comm. Sorry to Jet, but I'm a furry. Boom.
All aircraft report.
All aircraft report, nobody's there, Fox. Calm down. It's okay. All your friends are dead. You killed all of them. Actually, did I kill Peppy? I don't think I did. Anyways, yeah, they're all okay now, so who cares? Dash. Seriously though, did we actually meet at GDQ? I do not remember this. Can you like show me a picture so I remember? Anyways, this is next stage is Ficina. Ficina is a bit of a dumb stage. So what is gonna happen here? We need 50 points, and as I said, it's a bit inverse. So like the stages where you need fewer points are generally harder to optimize. This is one of the hardest stages to optimize. It kind of sucks. Which I needed to get 6 points there. It did not happen. Slippy, don't you dare kill that guy. He's mine. Screw you. So we're gonna do unlock charge shots. I haven't mentioned anything about charge shots like at all, but charge shots are like the most important thing. Oh, cool! I lost my wings again. That's fine. That honestly doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, charge shots. You can do an unlock charge shot by holding Z and L at the same time. I'm actually gonna wait a little bit to U-turn here, because we're taking advantage of the only known useful glitch in this run. which is the infinite height glitch. So what you do is you just do U-turns over and over again. You don't touch the stick, and then you just get more and more height. That's the entire glitch. If you have a broken wing, you actually get more height retention. So when you don't touch the stick, the game actually does a check for how high you are, and if you don't touch the stick, it never does that check. And you lose height just kind of gradually, naturally, after you do a U-turn. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But basically, this is Star Wolf. We're going to plant a bunch of bombs on them, and they're going to die, like, right away, hopefully. If I don't screw this up. Which this dude over here's just being a cuck. And then this dude went over here, which is also being a cuck. There we go. And they're all dead. And we got the medal, and the stage is over in a sec. There we go.
Let's take care of these guys first.
You can also lock onto enemies this way. We did it. That's awesome. So this is just like the most unnecessarily long cutscene in the game. Just watch how long this cutscene is for no reason. It's just long, lingering shot of the planet, and then Fox comes up and he's flying crooked and whatever. Who cares?
All aircraft report.
But yeah, basically, we just get more and more height by doing U-turns and not touching the stick. And it gives us enough height we can see Star Wolf. You can get an optimal time without even doing that strat, and it's fine. But it's just kind of easier. Oh, you live in Thunder Bay. Yo, that's sick. And apparently you're close to Calgary. That's cool. We got any other Canadians in the hood? I like Canadian people. You won't get permabanned. I do like a 3-tier rule. So the first time is a warning, second time's a purge, third time's like 5 minutes, and then fourth time you're probably permabanned, or you've probably left because you got timed out for 5 minutes, which, you know, is kind of fair. Generally if I get timed out for 5 minutes in a stream, I just leave. Hashtag ban me, daddy. Hey, can everyone do me a favor right now and just tweet at the Pope, choke me, daddy? I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, that section right at the start there, it's pretty easy to lose your wings. And actually, the original reason why I rerouted this whole category when I started running it is because I couldn't do this stage without any bombs. Because normally in the other alt route, cool platform, just shot right through it. In the other route, you'll do this stage right after Katina, and you won't have any bombs. Now you can restart stage to get 3 bombs, but I don't know. I'm lazy, and that loses like 8 seconds or something like that, and it's just like I don't want to do that. So I was like, okay, well, how can I route this so that I don't have to do this stage after Katina? And that was the route I came up with. And then I was like, oh damn, like what if I just like eliminate this really long cutscene? And sure enough, it ended up being about 20 seconds faster to do this route over the other route. So yeah, and we have lasers again, which is kind of cool. So this is another level with a warp section, and you know it's mildly consequential. It's relatively difficult to get into the warp compared to other levels. I'm also going to need to pick up a couple bombs here because I was stupid and missed the warp on purpose in Medio. I actually missed out on 2 bomb drops, so yeah, definitely need to pick those 2 up, and I need to not use one a little bit later in the stage like I normally would. So yeah, we're going to try and optimally boost while getting into these warp things, which is, you know, probably more difficult than it looks. I'm trying to shoot as close to the N64 button limit as I can without shooting over, while trying to boost, while trying to steer. So yeah, this game is impossible. Like, try and do that while not clawing the controller. Like, boost is C left, shoot is A. Try and, like, mash A while holding C left without clawing the controller. I bet you can't do it. If you find a way, I'll give you $40. Oh, baby. That's my favorite thing that's ever happened. This run is great. I love it so much. This is a terrible run right now, and I hate everything. Except for you guys. You're a cool chat. I like it. It's like a nice chill environment, you know. Everybody can speak their mind or whatever, and you know, I don't feel pressured to perform, which I probably should, which is good. How do you not use the claw grip? Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, so Drazzle and Schnaff are of the score running community, and there's basically like two kind of separate, kind of combined communities. There's a score running community and there's a speed running community. By the way, I need 150 points in this stage, and we got it. And now we have no wings. And if I crash into that last platform, I'll die. So I don't want to die. Yo, you are cool. You are a legend. Yeah. You can overhand the controller on your lap. That's claw grip. That's what I'm talking about. So pinky goes on R. C up is index. C left is middle. And index... Sorry. C up is ring. And index is alternating between A and B. Yo, what are you talking about, Busker? You are the enforcer. You're the only one who enforces it. Yo, chicken wing percent? Exactly. Yo, fried chicken percent is the best meme category in this game. Honestly, if I'm gonna be real here, I should have submitted fried chicken percent instead. Which is, basically you play the game up until solar and then you kill Falco and your run's done. That's, like, literally the qualification, is kill Falco on solar. Like, it's great. I love it so much. Smear campaign. Everyone knows that Drazzle 100 is a cuck. Would you vote for a cuck? Lylatr for speed president. Miss your bomb completely like an idiot. Wow, that's like probably about 10 points. I totally didn't need. All right, we're gonna play it this way then. That's all right. So this is already a dumpster fire. I'm almost dead. Probably gonna die. That's fine.
Are you okay?
No, I'm really not okay, Peppy. But thanks for asking.
Use the boost to
It's
get
nice
through.
to take like a little mental health day every once in a while. Kentucky Fried Falco. Oh my god. This chat right now. I love it so much. So yeah, in this level, you need 150 points. As I kind of said, like most levels are 150. I'm like down probably about 20 from where I need to be right now. No, I'm down like 13. Having like 70 just before you hit that checkpoint is, where I kind of like to be. So if I can have like, not that bad, it's all right. Oh, I missed those guys. Heck, it's over. It's not actually over, but it's over. So I wait to lock onto those guys because there's an enemy that chases Falco that goes behind there. That's pretty much it. Don't crash into that skull that I just crashed into. You idiot! How could you? My life is over now. Like I'm being only 90% not legit here. Okay, what did this commentary become? Other than just kind of awful. Okay, I think I'm good on points. Yeah, I'm good on points. Okay. That was a little scary. It's okay though. There's a bunch of points we can get at the end, which is fine. Like those.
Okay. Hold together. Just a bit.
The thing I'm scared for is actually my health, because this boss does a lot of damage. So I'm playing on the 1.1 version of Jeremy McGrath Supercross 2000. So on the 1.0 version, you can actually despawn the music in this boss fight by just boosting fast enough and then shooting that tentacle. Unfortunately, that doesn't work on the 1.1 version, which loses, a couple frames here and there to lag just because of extra things for the game to process. yes, you are unique.
Take out his arm.
But that's not a bad thing. Anybody's allowed to like whatever they want. So this boss, we have to take out 3 of his arms, and then he's gonna let Slippy go. And Slippy's gonna sit there and be like, I'll analyze right away, and then never analyze his health, or he's gonna do it right now, and that's totally fine. And I got, you know, not perfect RNG, but I got really good RNG. I'll take it. Makes up for that Katina. We're just gonna like hover boost up here. Just the swag strat. Float to the heavens.
All aircraft report.
I thought I was gone.
Yo, you can eat coffee beans at 11.
Always saving your hide, Slip.
They're not caffeinated. The caffeine was there to begin with. Wouldn't that make them inherently caffeinated? I don't understand.
When we get
What?
back, we'll head to Venom.
Low percent for Star Fox 64, Toko, by the way, is the dumbest meme of all time. So low percent for this game is you get as few points as possible, which I think is somewhere in the neighborhood of like, I want to say like 13 you can make it through without your wingmates killing things. But basically what you have to do is you have to get no points during the level, and then you have to wait for like, I don't know, it's like 5 or 6 minutes. Oh shit. I was supposed to reset the console and I forgot. Whoops, my bad. But yeah, you have to wait for like 5 or 6 minutes in each level to kill the boss after entering the boss fight, because it's just like the points that the boss give you decrease over time, and it's stupid. There's a very specific route you have to take too. Like there's certain stages that you can beat without killing anything.
Slippy, get back here. Slippy, watch out.
I missed that laser power-up, which is cool. I actually passed right through it, which is awesome. So this is the 3rd time we're doing Corneria. We're going to take a different path in the second half, and we're not going to kill our wingmates, because we're actually going to a different stage too. However, this stage literally has all the swag strats. Like, I don't know. Like, this. That cool, like, scissor pattern that shows up on the side. I don't know.
Stay alert.
It's a thing. But yeah, we can't kill our wingmates, unfortunately, so Peppy just has to keep talking. Oh, I was looking at chat and I just smashed right into that. That's cool. That's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of like annoying, because now I'm going to be a bomb low.
Use the brake.
And I'm going to be 2 bombs low, because I missed that. That's cool. This is going to be like the lose my wings a million times run, isn't it?
I'll take this.
What a dumpster fire. Like,
Something's wrong with the G-Defuse.
I don't really care that much, because, like, I don't know. But still, it's kind of annoying.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, I always get apple juice at Tim's. Tim's apple juice is the best apple juice, not gonna lie. In fact, they probably take it directly from another place and then just rebottle it and upcharge it like $1.50. So, in order to go to the second section of the stage, we have to save Falco, and we have to go through all 7 of those rings, which is a thing. Yeah, DegenDash. This is where we're degenerates and we go fast, or something. I don't know. What's the motto? Can someone tell me the motto? Am I supposed to advertise the stream on the stream? So there's some cuck over there that likes to shoot you into the mountain. So that's like the one time that I barrel roll to like deflect shots. Also, kind of an interesting change in 1.1 is in 1.0, the first group of enemies at the end drops the laser, and the second group drops a gold ring. On 1.0, that's the case. On 1.1, it's the opposite. Also, fuck your shit, Peppy. I'm just gonna loop over the boss.
Enemy shield analyzed.
That's a really random fact, and I hate your high school drama teacher. I'm not gonna lie.
Deploy all units.
But that is kind of cool that your drama teacher voiced a video game character. So this boss has hatches, and we shoot them, and then he dies. And apparently our wingmates like to just show up in the middle and like shield the boss. Oh, Falco! Oh, yo, your drama teacher's like a legend. Vomit cam! I messed that up. Yo, that's so sick. I'm jealous now. Also, I despawned the ocean. If you looked at the bottom of the screen there when I said that, you could see that there was just ground. Like, the ocean was just gone. If somebody clips it, like, you'll be able to see it. But, yeah.
I was worried for a moment.
That's the whole point of doing the vomit cam, is so you can skew the camera. Also, apparently people tell me that it's just kind of random and it happens, but I don't know. I'm convinced it's a thing. Yeah, rip ocean. We saved the city, but we killed the whole planet. Destroyed every single piece of vegetation and, you know, everything on the planet by just despawning the ocean. Poor Corneria, it's over. That image, that's inaccurate now. It's just a desolate wasteland. No, the game does that. It deloads the ocean because it thinks that the camera's gonna be higher, because it doesn't expect you to kill the boss that fast. And it deloads the ocean to reduce lag. It's one of those, like, nice little Nintendo tricks that they did in order to try and optimize this incredibly unoptimized game, which is very slightly more optimized than the 1.1 version of Jeremy McGrath Supercross. That's the best line in the game, and the most important one, so, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's cool that, like, you know, Rob's a robot. He cares. He's all for the team. He's all for the people. We're going into first person here while things are shooting at us, which is like a really risky strat, because like if one of them hits me to the side, it's gonna be really bad, and I'm gonna lose my wings. This is like one of those stages where I just sometimes randomly lose my wings, and it kind of sucks.
The enemy coming from behind.
Yeah, it's to very slightly optimize the game. That's why. So I'm gonna shoot a charge shot there, hit those dudes. You can't actually lock onto them. Those are like the only enemies in the game for whatever reason you can't lock onto are those little missiles. So oddly enough, in this level, it's actually faster and better for score to go on the top. I don't really know why they even had a bottom section or a fork in the path. But you see like this really cool cutscene if you go down. So it's kind of like, it sucks that you can't see it like ever.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I Let's Played this game like back in 2014 before I started speedrunning it all. And yeah, I think I showed that there, but I don't know. Let's Play's like pitifully bad. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't lock onto bosses. You are correct, good sirs. My bad. That Feel One chat knows more about the game than you do. Heck. It's over. So yeah, I want to try and avoid a gold ring in a little bit here, so I'm going to just mash C left so that he spawns this box a little further out so I can avoid that gold ring. I want to get in the bottom right corner here and then kind of full boost into the boss fight. If I line myself up right, I'm going to basically be lined right up with the boss, and I can just mash A and kill him immediately. Yeah, there we go. That was actually, like, a nice thing. And, like, 95% of the time I'll get shot in that cutscene, which was cool that I didn't. And there we go, we kill the other guy. Now, this quick kill is very difficult, and it is a bit RNG dependent. The boss can do several different things here. I'm going to throw a bomb at him and just kind of hope that he, like, sits there on top of it while it explodes. And then just shoot him a bunch and do almost no damage to him. That's great. So yeah, bad RNG there. But I still got him with the single lasers, because, you know, like, all the single lasers, all the single lasers, all the single lasers, all the single lasers. Oh. I just freaking lost my wings. I hate this game so much. Oh god, it sucks. That was really bad singing. Really bad.
Report in.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
That scream that this boss does too is like really great.
Skills have improved, boss.
Some of the bosses have like the best voice acting in this game. Like that guy, like his scream is like, I can't do it because like it's 10 o'clock and I don't know. I live in a wood building with like paper thin walls, but yeah. And there's some guys a little bit later in the game too that have really good voice acting. And Cat is the greatest. which is kind of cool. So this is Aquas. I like to play a little game during Aquas, which is, it's called Try Not to Hate My Life. We need 150 points in this. I've been really bad at saying the score threshold, but generally if I don't say it, it's 150. And I think, yeah, this is the last stage in the game that has 150 points required. So there's a laser upgrade that we can get that's kind of a dick. It's like a really obscure set of requirements to get this laser. So I have to shoot these clams, but not before passing through the hoop that's before them. And I also have to shoot them in the order in which they spawn in order to get that laser. So if I screw up anything, like, that probably didn't make any sense, that explanation. But, like, if I shoot anything, like, kind of in the wrong order, or, like, try and cheat the system a little bit, like, that laser is just gone, and it's, like, a dick move, so yeah. Yeah, yeah, all the Corneria water just, like, kind of defaulted over to Aquas, because, you know, why not? Kind of seems like Aquas is a bit of a dick, so, like, that kind of seems like something Aquas would do. Also, this stage is, like, the most boring stage in the game by far. It's hold C left the movie, the game. And pretty much, if you just kind of, like, shoot everything, then you beat the thing. It's really easy. Like, you can't follow Tetris with, like, Aquas. Like, it just doesn't work. But yeah, there are these pillars in the background. They can drop giant pillars on top of me if I shoot them, so I'm gonna try and not shoot them. They also cause just like an absurd amount of lag, so yeah. And this again is one of the few spots where I'm gonna barrel roll, because generally it does lose time to do that. Heck. There's some weird glitches you can do with the torpedoes in this stage too. There's another runner by the name of Lennon Free who managed to a little bit later in the stage lock onto a clam, shoot it with his laser before it could hit the clam. And then the torpedo did a circle around said clam and followed the same path that he was moving, a different enemy, slower than he was moving, which is like basically he ended up with like a super slow shot that wasn't gonna do anything until it ran into something. And then some enemy just like suicided in front of this torpedo shot and ended up like saving the day. So yeah, it was a cool thing.
This thing will never hold together.
So yeah, this game is not well programmed. It's not like broken, but it's not well programmed. And this stage is like really, really weird sometimes. So yeah, this level, we actually only need 127 points instead of 139 to get the medal, like to guarantee the medal. There's 3 things on the top of the boss that can give us some extra points. I obviously like don't want to rely on those because, yeah, see right there, like my torpedo was just like spinning circles around that clam there. And if that locked onto the right enemy in the right way, then it would have just like followed my trajectory, going incredibly slow.
I found the bioweapon.
Oh yeah, no, this game isn't DK64 broken. But what game is, to be honest? I had perfect boosting in that stage, actually. That's cool. Yeah, that link is better. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Worth 1,000 worlds. I will destroy 1,000 worlds with my pictures. My paintings will bring mankind to its knees. For some reason. So this boss is like, it's basically just RNG and cycles. So we've got to shoot our torpedoes at these things when they become like super rainbow awesome thing. Also, that did a ton of damage. Holy crap. And then after I've shot both of those down, I have to shoot this shield. I think it takes 12 shots. Yeah, once I shoot it down, I gotta shoot a torpedo into the eye. And then hopefully a pearl doesn't come out of dodge and just like hit the torpedo instead of my shot. So yeah. Yeah, that bomb was pretty much hacked. It's kind of cool. For a second, I thought I would see Metroid Prime 3 hours after the run was
We're
over.
preparing to dock.
I mean, if you want to watch a 5-hour Metroid Prime run, I mean, I can make some calls, but, like, I don't really think you want to watch a 5-hour Metroid Prime run, I'm not gonna lie.
Wolverine came through.
There was this, again, back to the stupid Let's Play thing, but there was this Let's Player that I used to watch that tried to do a Metroid Prime speedrun. But I think he tried to do it without, and I quote in the community, other worlds. I don't know why that became a meme. I think it was like a comment on an old video or something like that in broken English. But like, yeah, he tried to do it without going out of bounds, and he ended up getting like 4.5 hours, which like, without out of bounds is probably like good, but I don't know. It's probably actually not good. I don't know that game at all, so. I played through it once, and it was like, it was a good game, but I prefer the 2D Metroids. Actually, that's a good thing to bring up. 2D or 3D Metroids? What do you guys think? So yeah, this is Zonus. Zonus is the stage that likes to take my wings more than any other. Which means that in this run, where I've lost my wings about 100 million times, I'm gonna keep them, probably. So, yeah, we need 250 points in this one. It's a bit hard, but it's not too bad. I shoot a couple bombs at the start here, because there's certain enemies that really like to screw me over. And, yeah, I need to pick up, like, a ton of bombs in this stage, too. The boss will drop an infinite number of bombs, but you have to sit there and grind for them, so it's not great. Prime 2D. So, like, is there a 2D Metroid Prime game? I don't know. Also, these bomb drops that I keep getting, they're actually RNG. Also, we just went so fast there that we actually despawn the enemies behind Slippy. You can do that in Corneria too, but the enemy doesn't really despawn. He's, like, the game still thinks that he's getting chased. And if you shoot Slippy a little bit, he can actually die to a despawned enemy. So Slippy's so weak, he actually dies to nothing, which is pretty sick. I could probably show that off after the run if I'm, like, really underestimate, but you never know. This could be a dumpster fire, so yeah. So the main gimmick of this stage is we have to shoot all these searchlights, and yeah, get 250 points, and that's pretty much it. And there's an enemy there that, like, I'm a bit color deficient, so he's really hard for me to see, but he basically goes up against the backdrop of that water dragon, and comes out of dodge and just tries to steal your wings. I like to go into first person there because it reduces lag, and grab this checkpoint because I'm bad at this video game. And yeah, that's a thing. Screw your rudder, Peppy. I have dodging all of your shit. That gate right there, there's an enemy that also comes out of dodge, and he likes to screw you over, so I like to do an unlock charge shot on it. This is like, right here, this is one of those sections that, like, looks really easy, but it's actually, like, really awkward. So I'm actually alternating between locked and unlocked charge shots on these things. And I'm trying to do that while optimally boosting. It's kind of difficult. So yeah, like, I don't know. It's just kind of, like, more awkward than it looks, because every other shot, like the shots that I do on all those ships, I'm holding Z and R at the same time while trying to boost, while trying to do, like, the charge shot input, which is just really awkward. Hello? Video game? I just about, like, completely ran into that thing. I'm just gonna go into first person there, because, like, the game was chugging real hard. Chug it real good. So actually, we only need 229 before the boss, because there's a scripted number, 10-point thing that we're gonna get it right at the end, because Falco's a bro. Kevin's drama teacher is a legend. Zed. Yeah, Zed. Deal with it. I'm Canadian. It's correct. It's ambiguous in the dictionary. That blue ball dude. Oh my god. That feel when entire chat gets triggered because you said a letter correctly. Tisk tisk. So yeah, this boss is he's Bombs the movie, the game. Basically, you just throw a bunch of bombs at him and kind of hope they do something. there is a bit of a trick. Actually, there is another useful glitch. So we're gonna throw that first bomb. Basically, you're gonna see me throw a bomb, go into first person, repeat. Try and pick up a bomb while you're in kind of first person-esque. We're gonna hold the brakes and look up while we do that, and that resets the hitbox almost every frame. I don't know how often it actually does, but it's pretty freaking often. And I missed the last bomb, which is cool. And yeah, it allows you to take out something that would normally take 3 bombs in 1 bomb. It only seems to be useful during that fight. Yeah. Your name is Clowns. How did you get that username?
All aircraft report.
Like, that seems like you would have to have your Twitch account for like 27 years. For sure.
Everything's A-okay. Cat, where'd you go?
Yeah, it's a Z book. I would agree with that. Although I will say, it's Dragon Ball Z. It's not Dragon Ball Z. It's Dragon Ball Z because the show says Dragon Ball Z. He's not even that old. Damn. That feel when you're 2 and you break in Twitch TOS? So, this is the hardest stage in the run to get the metal threshold on. However, it does not make it nearly the hardest stage in the run. It's a bit of a relative term, so it's harder than most of the other ones, because most of the other ones, the metal threshold's quite easy, and it's just kind of like, surviving! That's hard, and the enemy that was chasing Slippy just ran directly into the Great Fox, which is, you know, I guess cool. It's a thing that just happened.
Right behind you.
So now Slippy's like the only one that's not getting chased, making Slippy the objectively best member of Star Fox. So come at me. Fight me, bro. Fight me. So yeah, you need 100 points in this level. You get 66 of them from missiles, in theory. So your wingmates are dicks, basically, is most of what you need to know. And they're gonna come after these missiles like, I don't know, like Rosie O'Donnell comes after chocolate cake. And especially Falco. Falco's a huge dick when it comes to these missiles. It's a little ridiculous. I've had runs where Falco's killed 3 missiles, and each of these are worth 11 points. And there's... I think you can get pretty much in this run a max of somewhere in the neighborhood of like 130. So if he kills 3 of them, like, you're just screwed. Like right there, he's already like off screen damaging this missile like crazy before it's even like within visible range. And I only had to shoot it like twice to kill it. So if I left him for like 2 or 3 more seconds, he would have killed it. Waifu Cat though. Yo, Cat is not waifu. Cat is Laifu. Waifu for Laifu. Yeah, I think Falco needed to check his G diffuser because he is not a G. He's just a fuser. That was a joke that didn't make any sense or land. I hate my life. But yeah, most of the stage is basically just like flying around dead space and trying to not hate your life for like 20 seconds. Slippy's about to get hit by some enemies that just spawned, by the way. So he's not going to be the hero that we need. Sometimes, though, Slippy, like, it seems to be about 50-50. Sometimes Slippy will, like, he'll always get caught behind an enemy. But sometimes he'll go for a missile anyways, which is good because, you know, it damages one of the missiles, which is cool.
Get this guy off.
Hell no, baby.
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
Falco's a sick down air. That's true.
Can't you go run to someone else?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Let me help you out.
And yet I laughed.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Take care of the guy behind me.
At age 8, I was born without a face.
Oh no!
Yeah, by the way, the stage's name is Sector Z. Fight me. Yo, 2 guys behind you, Slippy. What are you doing? I'm pretty much just trying to get as many points as I can, just kind of to have like a safety buffer in case I miss, you know, like 2 of the missiles. Yeah, okay, I have enough points now where I could miss 2 missiles and I'd still be okay. But yeah, these last missiles are really the only ones that matter for timing. The faster you kill them, the faster the stage will end, because as soon as you kill the last one, the stage just ends immediately. So we're going to try and line ourselves up so that we're shooting the opposite ones that Falco and Cat are shooting. I ended up with 122 points, which is a little ridiculous, but yeah. Yeah, Slippy gives boss health. It's pretty legit. Also, yeah, Dairy Queen is open in Canada all year long. I have a Blizzard in my freezer right now, and I was eating it before the run, and it was awesome. So we got probably a little bit over 10 minutes left in the run. It really depends on how the rest of the run goes. So we basically have... Yeah, it's 100. Yeah, so we're fine. We got 122 in theory, assuming like the pop-up was not incorrect. But yeah, basically the rest of the run is really, really hard. So Area 6 is the next level. Oh, 111. All right. Well, apparently I missed one of the missiles, so that's... Who cares? Yeah, I didn't know Dairy Queen actually closed in other countries. I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, apparently. Apparently to... according to Kiddo Fox... Kaito? I don't know. They seem to imply it does. But yeah, the stage itself isn't so bad. There's a huge risk of losing your wings. And this is the one with the... This is the level with the highest score threshold. You need 300. Fox has his dad's sunglasses because this is on expert mode, and that's one of the unlocks of expert mode, so yeah. So we need, yeah, 300 points in this level. There's a bunch of stuff that's like kind of flying around everywhere that we kind of need to kill, and that's pretty much it. I'm actually low on points already in this stage. You're supposed to have probably about 100-ish by this point. 100 seems about right. Got a +3 on that though, so that's better than usual. Falco likes to be a bit of a dick here. And fly towards the laser upgrade. So I like to cut low. And plus, I generally find at this point that the health is a more useful upgrade to have anyways. And Slippy just likes to scream that line for some reason. Like, that one line by Slippy is the loudest line in the game, I swear. Except for Chinese Andros, which I don't know if I should mention. So this is one of the games that was released on the iQue for the N64. I believe there were like 13 games that were released. I'm not entirely sure, but that call right there, if you answer it on the iQue version, Andros will be on the other end of the line. And what he'll do is he'll just absolutely scream at you at the top of his lungs. I would do it now, but you know, it's kind of late, and my neighbors would probably call the police. But yeah, it's just like incomprehensible gibberish, completely screamed at you. Apparently even in Chinese I've heard it doesn't really make sense. It's just kind of like loud. That's kind of the entire point. Right here we're just gonna try and not get hit. There's a sweet spot we can hang out in there, which isn't too bad. Hopefully... No, I didn't get the second hit +5. For whatever reason, those guys you can get 2 hit +5s on. And yeah. We're just gonna do a bunch of like stylistic barrel rolls and stuff. Try and do some nice charge shots on these enemies on top of ships. Get the turrets instead of the actual enemies. You know, just kind of like regular stuff. You know, charge shot the guys that are like about half a micron away from running directly into you. And now we have enough points to beat the stage, so it's all good. We just hang out here in this giant group of enemies. Whatever. We're gonna finish this with 299 because why not? 299.99. Yeah. Yeah, iQue was the Chinese N64. I have to cut low here or else Slippy will run into me in this boss fight. Your wingmates can also fly around randomly and still run into you. This boss is like the worst thing in the game. So I'm gonna shoot a bomb there right before he opens, and that's gonna destroy those 3 energy balls. It'll basically go through 3 cycles. The first one, we're gonna have to. Well, sorry, the first 2 we have to take out these arms. Hopefully in 1 cycle, but I ended up missing it. I screwed up pretty badly there. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. And I'm getting really bad RNG, which is cool. But yeah, ended up saving it there, which is all right. For some reason, I'm like really close to this boss. I don't really know why. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's cool. He's gonna do basically the same thing the second time, but we're gonna get a really cool attack cycle. We're gonna do something called the Rave, because it's basically a giant rainbow laser that he shoots at you. Once again, just shoot a bomb at him. I have to shoot a couple shots in order to make his hitbox active, but after that, it's totally good. We're looking away to reduce lag, and then once again have to shoot him in the tentacles. And once again, he's gonna be a cuck, and he's gonna throw his arms at me and give me bad RNG. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the worst possible RNG seed, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. You just kind of lose 20 seconds, which is, you know, everything everyone wants to see at the absolute end of their run. And hey, I saved it a little bit. Oh shit, that guy really wanted to kill me. All right, everybody get ready for the rave. Oh baby, we're gonna lay down some fat beats. Woo! And then we're going to shoot that last bomb, take out those 3 energy balls all at once, and then shoot him as fast as we can, and then hopefully he will be dead. There we go. Yo, rave glass is ready, baby. I tried to mix up the beat a little bit instead of just like, because that's like super lame. And yeah, that's the second last level. We got 1 level left, which is basically 2 boss fights. The first of which is the hardest fight in the game, for sure. For sure. Oh yeah. They're just a bunch of hosers, and they're gonna die. We're gonna fight Starwolf for a 3rd time. So I believe in my PB, the 3 worst splits are all 3 Starwolf splits. All 3 splits where you have to fight Starwolf in some way. 2 of them you have to actually kill Starwolf. This one and Ficina. So we're gonna wait until they're low enough that we can actually shoot them, and then we're just gonna shoot them. And that's pretty much gonna be it. So that one's dead. That one's dead. This is actually like a really, really hard fight, by the way. This may not look so bad, but like it's like really difficult. I accidentally U-turned there. So yeah, this guy's gonna be a dick, and he's just gonna like fly around and be a dodgy cuck. And yeah, they're all dead. So yeah, that was a really good Starwolf fight, actually. For sure, eh? Oh yeah, don't you know? Oh yeah, those hosers are down there just hosing off their ink, yeah. You wanna go out for a dart while they're doing their job, eh? No? Okay. Yeah, they did. And yeah, now we basically just have to fight Andros. This tunnel is a bit of a labyrinth. However, the path is kind of set. The fastest way to get through this area is going right and then left. And then you get an extra life, which obviously is necessary because I've died all these times in this run. So yeah, this first phase is basically like a 2-phase boss fight. The first phase is, you know, a bit of a joke. It's like a 2.5-phase boss fight, really. So you shoot him in the eye, you shoot his hand, you shoot his other hand, you shoot him in the eye again, and he's dead. That's pretty much it. And now we get to fight the true Andros, which is a brain. My split for this is called No Brainer. It's about the lamest pun of all time. So this boss is incredibly, incredibly difficult. So what we have to do is we have to do a loop, throw a bomb, shoot him a couple times. Then he's going to teleport. And this strat is really, really hard. All right, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. And he's dead. Cool. And now he's just going to be a dick and try and kill us. So that's kind of a thing. And he died. Fiend.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Oh shit.
Father?
Now we have to chase ourselves. Or maybe it's Ghost Dad.
Follow me, Fox.
Bill Cosby Ghost Dads. Going a zip zap a zoobity bop between the lines and all over the place. I can't do a Bill Cosby impression to save my life. There's another Star Fox runner by the name of Lennon Free that A came up with that joke, and B can do a very good Bill Cosby impression. So yeah, that's cool. But we're going down the mountain. We're skiing down the mountain. I've never seen anything that has Bill Cosby in it. So yeah, hashtag Ghost Dad. So the path he follows is random, and he can be a bit of a cuck because he'll fake like left and go right or something like that. Time's coming up in about like 15 seconds, by the way. Maybe like 10, maybe like 8. I don't know, something like that. And we just have to boost to the end of this tunnel. And time.
1:20:06, good sir.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god. I was hoping to get sub 120. That's about 2 minutes off world record. I'm not surprised it was crappy since I started off the run. I was about a minute behind, about 12 minutes into the run, so considering I didn't hemorrhage that much more, I'm okay with that. So, yeah, there's a few runners that do this game. Scott J. Progan is pretty active the last couple weeks. Lennon Free runs this game as well. I think those are the only other 2 active runners. And they both run 100%. And there's a pretty active score running community, so there's like Schnaff and Drazzle100 in the chat. There's like Safety Man. There's probably others that I'm forgetting, but yeah. It's kind of like two separate things. Oh yeah, do I have time to show Slippy dying to a despawned enemy like literally 20 seconds into the game?
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. I don't know. I guess I'll play it on main game. It doesn't really matter. It happens on both. Hopefully I don't screw this up. So yeah, what you have to do here is there's a separate category called Kill Slippy, and what you can do is you can half boost 4 times and then full boost, and then Slippy's gonna spawn like right on the extreme left side of the screen there, and you can just shoot him to death. But here we're just gonna wait a little bit to shoot him like half to death. And the enemy despawned and he died. It's kind of hard to tell there. Like the enemy just like disappears like right before he dies, but he definitely does definitively disappear off the screen. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Star Fox 64. There's another run I could have done instead of that called Kill Slippy, which is, I think the world record's like a 12.87 or something like that seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you guys very much for having me, and enjoy Wario Land 2 next.
Yeah, I think that's what we're...
in the room with me.